Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter has admitted in court or through legal proceedings that his emails, the laptop, they are genuine, they're his, and essentially has admitted to all the possible criminal activity leading to Joe and himself. So the president now is directly implicated. There's no question that these emails are legitimate and that Hunter's laptop, it was his. There was never really any question. We'll get to that in a second. Hit subscribe to this channel. To my super chat, I cannot do this without you, ladies and gentlemen. Your super chat support is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you want to talk about this topic, former President Donald Trump, a whole lot of things going on. Biden's classified document nightmare or mishandling of classified documents nightmare that just continues, never ending. We'll talk about a whole lot of things this evening. Hit subscribe every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. on this channel. I have videos. Be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time in the morning. To my viewers at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., thank you so very much. Hi, Caroline. Hello. Eric, Joel, Valdez, Tammy, everybody here. Thank you so very, very much. Yeah, I mean, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. every single day means a lot to me that people are actually waiting for those videos in the morning. It means a lot to me. So thank you so very much. And I will have from now on 2 live streams every day. So this is the second live stream. Be here also tonight at around 11 p.m. Pacific time. I'll have a video that will upload about Georgia and the fact that I do think, unfortunately, because Biden's presidency is essentially collapsing before our very eyes, I think that they're going to try to um, in a very malicious and unfortunate, very very despicable manner. They'll try to indict Trump simply because they want a reciprocal political event to take place. So I don't think that they're going to allow Biden's presidency to completely collapse before our very eyes and not give tens of millions of Democrats exactly what they want. They're not going to prosecute Trump. I mean, I'm sorry, they're not going to convict Trump. Even in Georgia, they're not going to convict Trump. Okay, uh, these criminal probes into Trump are absurd, and we'll talk about that. How many times have you seen people sent to prison for a phone transcript or indicted, presidents indicted for a phone transcript or for an affair with Stormy or whatever? So these things, they couldn't get Trump on um, collusion. They couldn't get him with the Mueller probe. They couldn't get him with his tax returns. They couldn't get him in New York. And now they're desperate. They are absolutely desperate, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And so I do think that within see, this is the problem. And we'll get to this. To my super chat again, thank you so very much. I can't do this without you. So here's the issue, okay? Hunter Biden finally admits infamous laptop is his as he pleads for criminal probe. Yeah, man. Sleepy Joe needs to go. Yeah, man. Thank you. Well, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Thank you so very, very, very much. Yeah, man. Hello. I hope all is well. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you. So this is what's taking place. Okay, you have a raid. So Biden's homes, his office, his beach house are getting raided. Oh wait, Canadian, hello. They're getting raided every day. So every single day you have a um a search of the president's home, his office, his beach house, his garage. Okay. here's the problem. It's not that he had the classified data everywhere, which is actually a real big issue. If it was anyone else, they'd be indicted and sent to prison. It's the fact that he had classified data from his time as senator, okay? Classified data from his time as senator that he couldn't declassify. So, number one, he couldn't declassify the information that he had when he was in the Senate. So that's number one. He can't declassify the information that he has. He could only certain information as vice president. Okay, so he could declassify only certain information as a vice president, but he couldn't declassify information as senator. That's a huge problem. Yeah, man. You are welcome. Thank you. Yeah, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Joel Valdez. At this point in time, anyone who still believes these corrupt games is, as you say, a complete and total imbecile. Joel Valdez. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate that, gentlemen. Thank you so very, very much. I can't do this without you, everybody. Your super chat is greatly, greatly appreciated. Yeah, man. Joel Valdez, thank you. So, yeah, man. Joel Valdez, everybody here as senator. See, nobody's talking about this, okay? But Trump had the power to declassify anything. Notice, by the way, yeah, man, Joel Valdez, everybody here, notice they went seamlessly from Mueller to tax returns to January. None of it worked. And now here's the issue: the Georgia probe was a curveball. Okay. That's what Democrats are going to use when the heat is on Hunter and Joe. Okay. They could use the Georgia probe or they could resurrect Stormy. That's an interesting movie right there. The resurrection of Stormy. um that's it. Okay, so they could resurrect. Oh my God. Hi, Caroline. Hello. They could resurrect Stormy. They are resurrecting Stormy in New York. Ah, and so that's happening. I can't believe that. And they might look. There is a 5% chance. Like they impeached him twice. They might try to indict him twice. They're going to try desperately they're going to try desperately, so desperately. So there is a chance, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason I'm laughing is because American politics is going to turn into um this dystopian, like, science fiction movie. 2023 is going to be, I mean, you could say Clash of the Titans, but there aren't many Titans. The only Titan I would say is Trump. They're trying desperately to take him down. The problem is he didn't commit a crime, but they don't care about that. They've set him up and framed him, so they're just going to go ahead and indict him. I think that they will. And they could indict him a couple of times. I've never really thought about that, but with Stormy, see, the thing with Stormy, that was the FEC didn't even give him a violation on that. So, exactly, Eric. Um, it's like it's like we'll get to the Stormy Daniels thing in a second, but here, I mean, I just can't believe that it's never ending. It's never ending. So here, Stormy Daniels mocks Trump's grammar. Who cares? What is this? What does this even mean? It says he accidentally confirmed her story. I don't think he did. Well, what is her story? Her story is what? That they had a business transaction. Okay, hold on one second. Stormy Daniels offered a fierce, oh my God, to Donald Trump, whose attempt to ridicule may have backfired. And see that. Thank them for admitting to their alleged, despite declaring never had an affair. She also mocked the one-time president for using wrong grammar. Ah, oh my God, he should be so embarrassed. The grammar police. Um, that's also could be a good name for a film. The war of words between the two on social came in New York City. Prosecutors began evidence in a grand jury hush money scheme. It wasn't a scheme, it was a contract. Hush money contract scheme. Trump, villain. We've never seen a greater villain than Trump with his relationship with a beautiful model and his bad phone conversations. These are so they've never as a villain, the greatest villain we've ever seen in our lives. Meanwhile, the Clintons and Bidens are there's like selling out the country left and right. But it's all about Trump. Constitutional lawyer mocks Trump for using the word counsel. I'm amazed that people don't understand the difference between counsel and counsel. Who cares about this nonsense? Who cares? This is all about this is like middle school stuff. It's like middle school stuff. This is nonsense. Meanwhile, you have an entire apparatus. 50 former intel. Oh, this is from the Kremlin. Oh, not. So he admitted today in a legal proceeding that these emails are his. So Joel Valdez, yeah, man. They can probe anyone. All their probing will not help resurrect. Exactly. Joel Valdez. Yeah, man. It's all become a big laugh now that Trump has ousted most of them, improving what they were going to them proving what they were going to do to the country. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Joel Valdez. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you, Joel Valdez. And yeah, man. Thank you so very, very much. Um, it's it's the resurrection of Stormy. But yeah, man, thank you. That's true. I mean, you look and there's a Federal Bureau of Investigation agent indicted for what Trump was supposed to have done. Okay, so what Trump was supposed to have done was work with oligarchs of our mortal enemies. And oh, that's right. The people investigating him were doing that, or one person in particular. So, so it's like a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where it never ends. So here you have these are the people who 50 former intel. And by the way, this would never happen in the 80s, 90s. You saw in the early 2000s, you saw the intel people getting a little bit like part of mainstream somewhat because of, what happened 20 years ago. But 50 former intel, the New York Post story sounds like this type of information. This was, of course, a lie. And we found out today that in a court proceeding, they actually won, if you could believe this. Hunter and his attorneys want a criminal probe of everybody that had access to his laptop, which is hilarious because There's probably a great many people, unfortunately, that had access to that laptop before the computer repair person. But the problem, however, is how you let a computer repair person um, eventually get access to that laptop. Okay, so that's a big problem right there. So that is a big issue. Joel Valdez, your imitation of highly educated and sensible people reminds me of Thurston Howell, the third of Gilligan's Island. Great. Who doesn't love Gilligan's Island? It's just the best. Thank you, Joel Valdez. Thank you so very, very much. Yeah, man. Thank you. To my super chat, thank you so much, everybody. Um, the highly educated. Trump. And then it'll be after, I don't want him to be indicted, okay? But I think he'll be indicted, and they'll be like, you're gonna vote for an indicted Trump. You're gonna vote for Trump. He's indicted. He could go to prison. Still better than Hillary or Joe or anyone the Democrats have, who, by the way, should also. So if there was actually the rule of law, would have already been indicted, but no reasonable prosecutor would indict. So notice how they find the most unreasonable prosecutors for Trump. Um, Joel Valdez, thank you. You're gonna vote for an indicted Trump. You'll see, like he'll be indicted with Stormy, because right now they've given up. Don't you understand? The system is like, what the heck with it? Just what happened with Stormy? What happened? Nothing. We couldn't get him on that. Just indict him for it and send it to New York again. We'll get somebody to indict. What about the phone conversation 2 years ago? Yeah, indict him for that too. And they should resurrect Mueller, and then they'll indict him for the collusion that never happened. Reed, hello. It's like Lisa, hello. It's like you have a situation where um you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where they are so desperate. They are so desperate to get Trump. Okay, they're so desperate because these are felonies. Like they're selling access to classified data, according to Ted Cruz. All right. They are selling access to classified data, according to Ted Cruz. And it's unbelievable. I mean, it is. First of all, Bill and Hillary's foundation is like an obvious. These are all obvious graft and bribery schemes. Okay, um, you have Democrats getting hundreds of millions of dollars into businesses and philanthropic organizations. And I mean, Pelosi's stock trades are impeccable. She's basically the Nostradamus of the stock market. And still the FBI and nobody can even oh gee, they're just really good at finance. Um they just get away with so much it's unbelievable. Then you have see, here's the thing. And I say this with love. If you're watching, you're a Democrat, whatever, left, right, center, it doesn't matter. If you're watching, God bless you. But Democrats love to preach and give sermons and pontificate about morality, as they have Pelosi and Hunter and Joe and Bill and Hillary and a whole bunch of the other Democrats do their thing. And I know this whole thing with George Santos is like, yeah, it's bad that he lied, but it's like the '80s commercial. I learned it from you, Dad. Like you didn't. How on earth do you have like MSNBC and CNN completely ignoring the endless list of lies from Biden? How is that even possible? Joel Valdez, an indicted innocent man as opposed to an untouchable treasonous criminal. Well said. Well said. Very succinct and awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much what. That's pretty much what's going on. That is pretty much what's taking place. I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there. It's pretty much what has taken place. They are going to try to indict Trump because impeachment of Biden will show felonies. Okay, so this is a collapse. It's a political collapse. So uh, it's a political collapse that it's a political demolition. All right. Once James Comer and Jim Jordan start really getting serious about impeachment, and they should be getting serious about impeachment immediately. They shouldn't be just waiting around for that. Once they get serious about impeachment, you watch. I do think that Trump, unfortunately, will be indicted. Just not because he committed a crime, because they have to have um, they have to balance out their political corruption with an indictment of Trump. Politically, they can't survive without indicting Trump. So they have to do that. They will not convict him. They will not be able to convict him of a phone conversation. Okay. By the way, I love how media is completely okay. I mean, just completely okay with Democrats in Georgia, New York, elsewhere, only Democrats investigating Trump. The thing with also Georgia is you have never Trump Republicans, so that's a big thing. Okay. So that actually is an issue right there. You do have never Trump Republicans. So that's a problem. That's also a curveball, off-speed pitch, slider. That's something that I don't think people really understand. There is a very nasty never Trump component to all of this. Okay, not like you have um you have this situation, ladies and gentlemen, where you have Republicans like who like Liz Cheney or Kinzinger, they're not really in control of the Republican Party anymore. Dirty hello. But they're not in control of the Republican Party anymore. But you still have never Trump political parties, state political parties. You have these never Trump state political parties in Georgia and Arizona. I don't know how, stop, listen, think hello. I don't know how um I don't know how former President Donald Trump could I don't know. I think that if you had the Republican Party backing Trump the way Democrats back any Democrat, Fetterman, Biden, a house cat, a fern, anything, it doesn't really matter. They'll just back anybody. If you're a Democrat, they will circle the wagons and walk in lockstep and demand absolute obedience and allegiance. And they'll say, "Oh my God, um, well, now they can't say the Supreme Court. They'll just say the planet, whatever. Who knows what they'll say from here on out. Um, Trump would be unstoppable. He would be absolutely unstoppable. Okay, but he's not. But he doesn't have that backing. So 2023 is going to be very interesting. I mean, you could possibly. Here's the thing: if he's indicted in Georgia, he will only be indicted after we find out a lot more about Hunter and Joe and the classified documents and business deals and felonies. Okay, they will one possibility or one rebuttal to them indicting Trump is that, well, do they really want Trump or another Republican to go after mashed potato brains when he leaves office? But they don't care. Democrats don't look at things from, they look at whatever is in front of them at the moment. They don't really care about that stuff. So these are the people who talk about norms and traditions and the sanctity of tradition, and they're the ones going after a former president. He's not president anymore. That's what we heard with Hillary. She's not president anymore. He hasn't been president. This is the third year, going on the third year he hasn't been president. We're 90 seconds to midnight. And then you have this nonsense from some people. Oh, yeah, America's respected now. Really? We're 90 seconds to midnight. In terms of geopolitics, we have a terrible foreign policy. Absolutely terrible. Okay, we have an invasion in Europe, and all they want to do is just pump more money into it, send more armament. That's it. That's all they want to do. Not 1 second have you heard from any quote unquote liberal um, to talk about a peace deal or a negotiation. Not 1 second have you heard this. I mean, I find that very bizarre. I find it very, very bizarre. Sheila, thank you. I find that very bizarre that there's not even it's not even brought up. The issue isn't even brought up. Okay, it's not even brought up as, oh, like a possibility. They don't even want to think of they don't even want to think of um an ending, or an end to the hostilities. And as that continues, the world is less stable. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, like, the economy is worse, foreign policy is worse. What on earth is better? There's nothing better now. The adults are in charge, and we're 90 seconds to midnight, according to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, who, by the way, probably are all liberal Democrats. Okay, these are the wonderful. It's interesting. It's interesting. I wouldn't say all. I would say a lot of these scientists. Okay, um, it's interesting. It's like you got exactly what you wanted. You have Democrats in power, or you had not in you had them in the House up until like last week. Okay, you have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. The House, the Senate, and the presidency. And we are closer to the annihilation of the planet than we ever were. And then Biden, in a closed door fundraiser, says, "Oh yeah, the environment, that's a much greater concern than, uh, let's just say, a nuclear end to the world." He's obviously trying to downplay everything. Thomas O'Connor! Have a great night, HA. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so very much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thomas O'Connor, thank you. Thank you so very much, Thomas. I hope all is well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you. Yeah, I think that, they don't want to. I mean, you look at what's taking place in Taiwan. Thomas, thank you so very much. You can look, ladies and gentlemen, and just you type in um, Taiwan activates defenses in response to incursions. So we have a geopolitical nightmare An absolute nightmare on the horizon. Okay? This is an absolute nightmare on the horizon. 20 Chinese military aircraft cross Taiwan Strait Central Line. So you have this is heating up. And what on earth is mashed potato brains going to do? He can't do anything. Just like he can't do anything in Europe. They just sit there and they have media coddling all of these failed politicians. Thank you again, Thomas. Greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you, Thomas. And it's like you look at what's taking place. You have new, this is like plates spinning in terms of all of these geopolitical problems that we have. All these plates spinning. Um, is there any emphasis on anything like this? The only emphasis America's political establishment has is upon defending Biden and attacking Trump. That's it. More people care about the Stormy issue. So what did apparent okay, so hold on one second. What was the issue here? With respect to Stormy, it is very old and happened a long time ago, long past. Like I said, I placed full reliance. I had everything to believe like what's the admission here? Where is the admission? They're always talking about an admission, and then with Biden, literally Biden's forcing out a prosecutor and saying you're not going to get $1 billion in loan guarantees. Hunter is benefiting from this, and no, there's no admission there. Thanks for admitting that I was telling the truth about everything. What regarding what? She initially stated also she never had a romantic relationship with Trump. With respect to the Stormy nonsense, is very old and happened a long time ago, long past the very public, known, and accepted statute of limitations. I placed full reliance on the judgment and advice of counsel, who I had every reason to believe had a license to practice law, was competent, and was able to appropriately provide solid services. He came from a good law firm, represented their clients over the years, and there was no reason not to rely on him, and I did. So, wait, what's the issue here? Oh, Michael Cohen. Ah, ah. Oh my God. It's like everybody that gets involved in trying to take down Trump. Joe Valdez. It will be an indictment in desperation of their inability to stop the Orange Menace and cover their criminal activity. Exactly. Well said. Joe Valdez, Thomas O'Connor. Yeah, man. Exactly. Well said. Trump admits that what he did was illegal. Where is the admission here? I'm not getting it. I don't understand what he's admitting to. What is this man admitting to? I don't even get it. So Stormy thanks Trump for accidentally happened a long time ago. He didn't specify what happened. Do these people have a problem with basic logic? Is there a problem here with basics? Not even you don't even have to have a full grasp of logic. Just the most basic critical thinking skills. Stormy tweeted about Stormy nonsense, very old and happened a long time. What is he's not referring to anything specific. Ah, you admitted it. Trump's post appeared to be an inadvertent admission of an affair. Did he say the word affair? Well, I don't even understand. he's saying very old and happened a long time ago. It could be the sensationalized coverage of their contract. So I don't even or the whole event. Brian, hello. It's unbelievable. These people are hilarious. Thanks for admitting I was telling the truth. Guess I'll take my horse face back to bed. What does that even mean? Oh, he called her horse face. This is like you understand something? This is what America is focused on because Democrats and media want to focus on this. Meanwhile, Taiwan could be invaded and there's an invasion in Europe and we're going into a recession. Crime and society is breaking down. Every day in the news, you hear people losing their lives in the most bizarre, tragic, insidious, evil manner, from evil people. And so it's just unbelievable. The stormy nonsense, meaning the accusations, all that happened a long time ago. So that's what they derive from. See, with Trump, they will look at anything and spin this script, this reality that they want to exist. Meanwhile, you have Hunter saying 2 years after the fact in court that it's his. He wants a criminal investigation into the people that exposed or like the computer repair store owner and all the people that found out about his activity, Giuliani and others. The problem, however, is that he very likely committed numerous crimes, a great number of crimes within his emails. We now know his emails were legitimate. Today, apparently, there's just without a shadow of a doubt, the emails are here. You can just we can read. So much for the laptop could be mine. Okay, here you have also they would never give the benefit of the doubt to any um to Donald Trump or Eric Trump. Could you imagine? Joel Valdez, he is admitting that a long time ago his attorney was a flunky. The funny thing is that it's Michael Cohen. It's Michael Cohen. It's also this FBI agent. It's all of these people. I mean, Strzok, McCabe, Juicy Schmolier. I mean, are you better off after trying to go after Trump? Joel Valdez, very, very true. The resurrection of Stormy the Horseface. The resurrection of Horseface. But there's something beautiful about the president calling somebody Horseface. It's kind of hilarious. Because they despise Trump. If Biden said it, it would be okay. But with Trump, how dare. This is the presidency. Oh, the presidency. He's calling somebody horseface. Have we debased ourselves enough with the orange menace? I mean, have you no shame, Trump? What's this? A Steele dossier says he was pooped on in a Moscow hotel room. This is very good intelligence, yes. Oh, Trump. You have the most vile people. Hollywood, in particular, the epicenter of criminality and immorality and madness. It's like the nastiest, most criminal people in Hollywood. Not the average person, but the people high up. These are the people who are, with their tens of millions of dollars lecturing everybody on how you should never vote for Trump. Joel Valdez. They have all been struck by Orange curse. They pretty much. It is the orange curse. It's the Trump curse. You can look. Eric Schneiderman, he was the former Alec Baldwin. I mean, I mean, here's the man who that poor woman should be alive today. Okay. Apparently, according to reports, he was on the phone during training sessions for the Colt 45. It's like, well, why would you be on the phone? That's according to reports, so who knows? Might not be true, but here's the type of person that goes after Trump. The second Alec Baldwin was on, first of all, the man is like, not, I don't even, is he still on social media? He hasn't left social media. The second it came out, the story that he accidentally ended the cinematographer's life, he tweeted a Los Angeles Times story about how the assistant director handed him the firearm. So it's like, and I believe the assistant director got a plea deal. I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So, but I mean, the point is, you have all of these people. You have all of these people who have, when you devote your life, and there's a female comedian, you devote your life to disliking somebody because it's popular. Whenever you're doing something just because it's popular, and you're engaging in a negative activity because you think it'll get you clout or influence, the opposite happens. These people the type of person who goes after Trump is the type of person who has a lot of skeletons. That's what they don't realize that. They don't realize that everyone going after Trump is also the type of individual that thinks offense is the best defense. So that's, well, if you're going to say offense is the best defense, it is a bit eerie. It's true. It's very weird. I mean, you can look here. I mean, it's endless actually. Here, hold on one second. We can go. We can. So here, Eric Schneider, man. This man was supposed to lead the charge against Trump. Eric Schneiderman set himself up as Trump's foil. What happens now? What happens now is they found out he likes to pretend he's in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, in the sack. So, all right. So then he resigned, and that was an epic fail. Okay. Um, the time Trump predicted Eric Schneiderman's downfall. So it doesn't end. Then you have here, I mean, she's very funny. I mean, but here she was erased after Trump photo. It's like, well, why did you have a photo of a headless Trump? It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Then there was Juicy Smollier. Um So he created a complete hoax. All right. Then there was Strzok and Page. Okay. I love the NPR. I love NPR. Explains himself. Oh. I love Trump Target. Like, no. Peter Strzok would like to clear up a few things. Okay, so we'll stop Trump. We'll stop Trump. Here. We'll stop the Hill, FBI agent in text messages. will stop Trump from becoming president. Okay, that didn't work out well for him. I mean, this is like the fifth person now. Then you have FBI indicted, charged with concealing 225 grand, working with oligarchs. Okay. And he investigated Trump. It's never ending. Well, I mean, we can go on forever, actually. Here, okay. Then, I mean, this is Alec Baldwin. What's going on here? He's formally charged. Is he still on? Is he still on social media? Why should I not be surprised if he's still on social media? This man's still on social media. Tweets are protected. Okay. So, all right. So it's like the George Stephanopoulos, Alec Baldwin, Trump. So here you have, we don't have to get into Alec Baldwin. That's is just it's just unbelievable. Everyone that goes after Trump, it just doesn't work out for them. He has involuntary manslaughter charges now. I don't think he is, or he is, but you have all of these people who have either been charged, and then Michael Cohen, he was he was convicted. Michael Cohen, convict. He's now a felon. So here, pleads guilty, criminal tax evasion, campaign finance violations. How do you have $4 million in unreported income? How does that happen? How does that happen? 4 million? Yeah, so you pay a lot of it. You're gonna pay close to 2 million probably. I mean, if you're yeah, no, I mean, oh yeah, close to 2 million. Depending, are you gonna you? It depends, but anyway, so probably less than 2 million. But anyway, so how do you do that? Then Stormy, hold on. Then Stormy, didn't Stormy have to lose his to Trump? Didn't she have to like for a second pay Trump? Stormy must. I think that she doesn't have to. Stormy must pay $300,000 to Trump, losing defamation case appeal. So Stormy Daniels must pay. Joe Valdez. Next, we'll hear the kitchen sink accusing him of something they've thrown everything else. Jordan. About time I paid for. Thank you so much, Jordan. Jordan Cogburn. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. So very kind of you. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. And I just you watching is amazing. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you so very, very much. Joel Valdez, exactly. Well put, Joel. Well put. Exactly. So This is unbelievable. This is truly unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. I mean, Jordan, thank you again. Joel, well said as always. Joel Valdez, very eloquent. Thank you, Joel. Um, so does Stormy Daniels have to pay? Does Stormy have to pay Trump? It's like the whole thing with I would never have a million in a million years. Alexa, you can't write. Does Stormy have to pay Trump? You have to say, Alexa, does Stormy have to pay Trump? Uh, Stormy Daniels has to pay Trump $300,000. Okay, so hold on one second. No, 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 sorry. So now, wait, Trump had to pay Stormy. Either way, it's 54,000. Oh, whatever. I don't know who's paying whom. Trump to pay Stormy 44. Okay. Legal fees. Payment relates to case over non-disclosure agreement. Oh, okay. So wait a second. Does so he's still making out. He's a good businessman. He's still making out 260 grand. Ay, ay, ay. But it never ends. It never ends. Jordan, thank you again. To my super chat. I can't do this without you, everybody. So, yeah, there needs to be a spreadsheet. So here, okay, so let's go ahead. Um, Stormy says she'd rather go to jail than pay Trump. Oh my God. And then Trump's gonna be like, we can arrange that. Trump is like the Orange Count of Monte Cristo. They're going to indict him. In the end, he'll get the presidency and then like go after everybody with a good attorney general. Everything's going to be just fine. Don't worry, you have nothing to worry about. And then he'll go after everybody. Then who else? There's so many more. Um, I mean, there's Andrew McCabe. He had a whole big thing. Who else? Lord. Hmm. It's kind of pathetic to see like people like Michael Cohen sell their soul to MSNBC, and there has to be like a lot of um, let's just say the Twitter bots. A lot of them have to be bots because I don't think that many people are care about. Well, I don't have Twitter, but I'm just saying a lot of the support against Trump is fabricated. Let's just put it that way. Jordan, thank you. Joel Valdez, thank you. Yeah, man, thank you. Brad, hello. Um, so yeah, it's just unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. So Hunter wants to take these people to court, which is really hilarious because it's hilarious for a number of reasons. he is admitting that all of his emails that could have been repackaged classified data are actually his emails. This, by the way, is now set. Now it's without a shadow of a doubt. He admitted all of this. But Joe Valdez. Trump just made $375 million in a DC hotel lease that he had less for less than 5 years. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he is, that's the thing. Like, he understands business, he understands real estate. Joel Valdez, thank you so very much. Thank you, Joel. Greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. Jordan, everybody here, thank you. Yeah, man, thank you. Um, the Bidens and the Clintons, they need government to enrich themselves. It's pretty obvious. They demand that. It's like interesting. Whenever media defends Biden or Hunter or Bill or Hillary, and I'm telling you, Hillary Clinton's going to be the 24 nominee. Ladies and gentlemen, I do think that in I you just look, Clinton operatives, Clinton attorneys, Clinton advocates, they're in the news now. This has all the hallmarks because the way the Clintons like to operate is they like to make everything morally relative. It's the Clintonian way of politics. Everything's morally relative. So now servers, which by the way are a billion times worse than anything Trump was accused of, and millions of times worse than what Biden did. Um, Now suddenly servers with top secret intel, I know what's the problem. There's no big deal. Huh? Everybody has them. Everybody has classified data floating around. What's the problem? So, so yeah, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. Um, the laptop, the emails are his emails. So, ladies and gentlemen, Joel Valdez, yeah man, Jordan, everybody here, Thomas O'Connor. Thank you so very much, everybody. Eric, everybody here. Thank you so much. Caroline. Thank you so much, everybody. Your support means a great deal to me. And I will be back. I mean, I'm doing two live streams every day, so I'll be doing two live streams every day, everyone. Um, be here for the live stream tomorrow. I should have one tomorrow at around probably 2 p.m. Um, Either that or like 6 p.m. And then one late in the evening, much later than now. But anyway, hit subscribe. Thanks everybody. Be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much, everyone. Means a lot to me, and I had a lot of fun. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Thank you to my super chat, Joel Valdez, Thomas O'Connor, Jordan. Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. See you tomorrow.